First one, Heart Lamp Glows story collection wins the Booker Prize for Manu and Deepa. So how many of you heard about this Booker Prize? Booker Prize and International Booker Prize. Booker Prize is only for the English-based novels, like the fictions. And the International Booker Prize is for translations from the local language. Like for example, in this case, Manu Mashtak, like she was originated from Karnataka. She wrote something in Kannada, but like that is translated to English by Deepa. So that got the International Booker Prize. Of course, they will be getting a prize and they will be getting some 57 lakhs of cash prize. So this is for the local language to the English translations. Got it right? So like so many people from India, at least like 6 to 7 people got it, like Arundhati Roy. You know Arundhati Roy? No? Okay. She was the one like first one to get this Booker Prize. Okay. So here what happened with respect to Manu? She is like 77-year-old writer and lawyer from Karnataka. In this period of like 1990 to some 2023, in this 19th century, like because of her, based on her personal experiences and the issues that the women, Muslim women are facing with respect to the oppression, with respect to the societal thing, and with respect to the girl child issues, because like sometimes what happens, to take care of her younger brothers and children, elder one has to sacrifice their studies and to take care of that particular children's, right? They have to sacrifice themselves and their education and their every life for the other one. So because of all these experiences, she wrote some 12 short stories. 12 short stories will give you 12 different experiences altogether. Everything is based on personal life and personal experiences. So this got translated by Deepa into English. That got the International Booker Prize for 2025. Clear, right? Okay. So before 2025, in 2022, we got a prize for Geetanjali Shri for Tomb of Sand, translated from Hindi by Daisy Rockwell. So last prize was in 2022, now in 2025. Is this clear? Yes? No? Right. Next, the next article, top Maoist leader among 27 killed in Chhattisgarh. So you know this belt, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Andhra, it wote Maharashtra. This belt is like very sensitive belt with respect to the left-wing extremism. Left-wing extremism in the sense, Naxalites. So the central government has planned to eliminate terrorism by 2026. 2026 March. So there is a plan to eliminate complete Naxalism from India by 2026. So that's why these sort of operations are happening with respect to this belt. We call it as Bastar belt kuda ani pilustam manu. It's like more of Naxalites are there in this. So the elimination process is happening every day. Some of the other news is coming in the newspaper. Just go through it. It will help you with respect to the international security. Okay. Like why the Naxalism has came up. Like why that area, why most of the Naxals are there in that particular area. What is the issues with that area. Okay. ठीक है. So we'll come to the editorial at last. Next, in page number 10, you can see this advanced version of BrahMos missile. How many of you heard about this missile? BrahMos. How many of you heard about this missile? We have used it with respect to the Operation Sindoor as well. So the advanced version is coming up with respect to the air launching thing. Okay. You know, like we developed it with the help of like Russia. India and Russia jointly developed these BrahMos missiles. Okay. The new version is called BrahMos NG. Next generation. This is in the trial run. So mostly by next year, we'll get this version of missile. If something happens with respect to Pakistan next year, so we can use this NG. Okay. So initially we are not part of this particular thing. Missile Technology Control Regime. We are not part of this, so we can't able to extend this number of kilometers that we can launch the missile. Initially it was like 290, then we are into MTCR that extended to 450. This NG will go up to 800. Pakistan Damal. Okay. So as I said, like so this is an air launched version of the BrahMos missile. So we are using Sukhoi aircraft for this. Okay, clear? Fine. Everyone following, right? Right. Next, the Waqf is there. Waqf is every day, right? So Waqf is news is there. Just go through it. It is there in everyday newspaper. So we have to. So there you can expect some Waqf based question with respect to mains. Of course, you are not writing this year, but as a previous year question, you can read about Waqf. Then the next one, 11th paper. How many of you have seen, like yesterday we asked Pakistan official to get out from India? So you know these high commissions, right? Every country will be having a high commission in the capital cities of other countries. So even we have Pakistan's high commission in India. We asked one high commission person, official, to get out from India. We call it as like person perso non. What is this mean? Unwelcomed person. We don't need you because you are doing some sort of unofficial things. So you are using your capacity to do something against the host nation. Okay, so we asked him to leave like within 24 hours. The point is that you can expect this sort of thing. Even polity has this sort of terminologies. Right? Next, page number 12. Page number 12, first article. PM to inaugurate 103 Amrit Bharat railway stations. Amrit Bharat station scheme. The point is to redevelop the existing railway stations by using the regional architecture and giving the modern facilities. Even if you would have seen the Secunderabad station is also in this particular scheme. So today Modi is like inaugurating around like 103 Amrit Bharat railway stations all over India. Even Begumpet is there, Karimnagar and Warangal stations also included in this 103 railway stations. The scheme is important. So we are spending around like 1100 crore on this project. How much? Just to get that airport wala facilities to railway stations. And you would have heard a news key. So right now anyone can get into the platform. Anyone can go to the platform. So maybe in future like only the confirmed passengers can be able to enter into the railway station, just like airports. How many of you have been to airports? So you have to have that particular thing so that you can get inside the airport. Otherwise they won't allow you. So maybe that sort of thing we can expect with respect to the railway stations. So this is among that particular thing, giving like modern facilities by using the regional architecture. Okay. Next. Lion count grows by 32% from the last 5 years, like 2020 to 2025. How many of you like heard about Asiatic lions? Name. So they are from Gujarat actually. So most of the Asiatic lions are there in Gujarat, like Gir National Park. Okay. Now the population got increased by 32%. In this also, so 32% is like right now we have around like 891 lions. 891 lions only in Gujarat, because like it is like regional feeling untadi kada, lions ki kuda same undindi anamata. Okay, but in this 91, like the adult female population is grown by 27%. That is 330 individuals. Why this is important? 27 adult female population increased. Now the count is 330. This is for the future growth. So you can expect the growth in the coming years as well. So why we are talking about this? Do we have that much space for them to stay happily? Because there is a protected zone or the core zone for these sort of like wild animals to stay or live. If you don't have that particular space for them, if you don't give the proper prey to them, what happens? They'll come out of that protected zone and this man and animal conflict will happen. Even recently you would have seen this HCU forest thing, right? Kancha Gachiboli thing. What happens because of that? The localized, like the animals will come out of that particular forest and enter into the human habitations areas. So that will again affect the human health ankondi, like life ankondi. Again, that will indirectly affect the animals as well, right? So this is very, very important. And as I told you, like Gir National Park in Gujarat, most of like habituated to that particular wildlife sanctuary and Panya Wildlife Sanctuary. Panya Wildlife Sanctuary is in Gir National Park only. And we in Madhya Pradesh, Kuno National Park. How many of you heard about this? It is actually there in Madhya Pradesh. We thought of making it as a habitat for lions, but right now cheetahs are there. Like we got cheetahs like from Namibia in 2022. Okay. Now what happens is we need to either increase the space for the lions to stay there. Okay. Otherwise this man and animal conflict may happen in future. So you can see this last paragraph of that particular article. In March, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched this Project Lion. In environment, you can see this sort of things: Project Lion, Project Cheetah, Project Elephant, just to conserve them. Conservation kosam ani cheppi with 2,900 crore. So what we exactly do with this particular amount? Habitations penchali, their prey, food. So if you can see the last paragraph, from 2015 to 2020, the territorial range of the lions extended to 30,000 square kilometer, reflecting a 36.4% growth. By 2025, the area reached 35,000 square kilometer, registering a 16.67% increase. So of course we are increasing the habitat space. Now we need to increase it more. Okay. Next, the next article, Navy creates stitch ship based on 5th century Ajanta painting. We named it as INS Kaundinya. INS So with Ajanta painting, so Ministry of Culture will come into effect. Ministry of Culture, Navy, and one more stakeholder in it is Hodi Innovations. It's a this is a tripartite agreement between Culture, Navy, and Hodi Innovation. They are developing this INS Kaundinya. It's a stitch-based ship. It will take its first voyage from India to Gujarat to Oman. This is an ancient trade route. This may happen by this year and or the next year. Okay. And if you can see the last paragraph, the Navy collaborated with the Department of Ocean Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, for model testing to validate the vessel's hydrodynamic behavior at sea. We are using the modern equipment, so we are it is in the testing phase. If everything is done, it will take its first voyage from Gujarat to Oman. Okay, nice. Yesterday we have discussed about the world news, right? How many of you cross-checked after completion of the class? No one opened newspaper, huh? Please do it, yaar. Next, China, Pakistan as planning to include Afghanistan also in the China-Pakistan economic corridor, which is also a part of board. Belt and Road Initiative. Belt and Road Initiative, China-Pakistan economic corridor. We are very much against it because it is going through the Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, lepothe Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So we are thinking that is ours. Of course that is ours. Pakistan thinking that is theirs. So China is planning to go through Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So we are very much against it. We are not, even China invited India to join this particular thing, but we are very much against it. We are not into this, but now they are planning to take Afghanistan into this particular thing. What happened in Afghanistan in the last few years? Taliban took over the government. Even we had very cordial relationship with these Talibans as well. We have very much reached out to Afghanistan because we spend lot of money by doing this. We have built their parliament as well with our own money. Hospitals, everything. We did so many good things there, but people tend to forget. So now they are joining hands with Pakistan and China, this CPEC. This is very huge Belt and Road Initiative. Okay. Whenever you get time, just go through it. Great. Next comes the editorial. Development without the savaging of urban biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Any idea?
Different types of organisms, living organisms,
Ha. వినపడలేదా? It includes everything. Biodiversity, plants, animals, whatever, everything comes under biodiversity. Of course, we are also under biodiversity. So, development without the savaging of urban biodiversity, because May 2022 and today we celebrated it as International Day of Biological Diversity, and the same day commemorates the Convention on Biological Diversity. It is an agreement. You will get to know this in your environment program. But the point is this. There is two concepts in this article. One is like green space, one is like blue space. What exactly are these? Blue and green. Blue, green spaces we are talking about, that too with respect to the urban cities. You may know most of the population are now staying in urban areas. By 2050, more than 70% of the population will live in urban cities by 2050. So now what we need to do? Either we need to develop the rural areas as urban areas, other we need to expand the urban areas thing, so that right now in Hyderabad, we are going up to Yadagirigutta this side, the Medchal this side. We are just expanding the city so that we can include the population that are migrating towards the urban areas. Okay. So, సింపుల్ అండి. బ్లూ స్పేస్, బ్లూ అంటే మనం వాటర్, గ్రీన్ స్పేస్ అంటే గ్రీనరీ. వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫరెంట్ గ్రీన్ స్పేసెస్ దట్ యూ కెన్ కమ్ అక్రాస్ ఇన్ ఏ సిటీ? ఇందిరా పార్క్ ఉంది పక్కన, పోయిరా లేదు ఎప్పుడైనా? పార్క్ కావచ్చు, గార్డెన్స్, ఎనీథింగ్. అంటే పోయే అలవాటు లేదా? బ్లూ స్పేసెస్ వచ్చేసరికి వాటర్ బాడీస్ లైక్ లేక్స్ కావచ్చు, రివర్స్ కావచ్చు. వీ హ్యావ్ ట్యాంక్ బండ్ హియర్. సో ఓవర్ ఏ పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్ వీఆర్ కన్స్ట్రక్టింగ్ మోర్. సో వీఆర్ occupying those spaces as well. There is a news we need to cut short this Indira Park half so that we can build some buildings there. I don't know, you would have not heard about this, but that what happened. Look, we are
normal plan covers.
ఉండాలి. ఉండాలి. ద ఇఫ్ యూ సీ ద బెంగళూరుస్ పిక్చర్ ఆఫ్ లైక్ లాస్ట్ 50 years బెంగళూరు పిక్చర్ మీరు చూసుకుంటే గ్రీన్ కవర్ ఇలా ఉండేది బెంగళూరులో, ఇప్పుడు ఇలా ఉంది. స్టిల్ యూ కెన్ సీ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ట్రీస్ ఆన్ ది రోడ్స్. బెంగళూరులో ప్రతి ఏరియాకు ఒక పార్క్ ఉంటుంది కంపల్సరీగా. పార్క్ ఇట్ ఇస్ మ్యాండేటరీ ఇన్ బెంగళూరు అండ్ యూ కెన్ సీ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ట్రీస్. వాళ్ళు అసలు దాన్ని కట్ చేయరు మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది కేసెస్లో. బట్ దిస్ టు దిస్ ఓవర్ ది లాస్ట్ like 40 to 50 years. What will happen in the next like 10 years? You would have come across this concept called urban heat effect. Again, you will get to know this anyway. So that is like comparing the heat with respect to the rural areas. How warm the urban areas are compared to the rural areas. Urban heat island effect antam dani manam. So both with respect to the green spaces and blue spaces, we need to conserve them in a particular way so that what actually they will do. వాటర్ బాడీస్ ఏమి ఇస్తాయి మనకి సిటీలో, లేకపోతే గ్రీన్ కవర్ మనకి ఏమి ఇస్తుంది? చలో ఓకే, వీ హ్యావ్ ఏ పార్క్ ఇన్ ద నియర్ బై ఏరియా. వాట్ విల్ ఇట్ గివ్ యూ? ఓకే, పొల్యూషన్ తగ్గిస్తుంది, కార్బన్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ అవుతుంది, ఎక్కువ కార్బన్ బయటకు రాకుండా చూసుకోగలుగుతాయి, వాటర్ సైకిల్. అవన్నీ బాగుంటే మన హెల్త్ బాగుంటుంది. హెల్త్ బాగుంటే హాస్పిటల్కి ఎక్కువ పోము. హాస్పిటల్కి ఎక్కువ పోకపోతే మనీ ఎక్కువ ఖర్చు కాదు. మనీ ఎక్కువ ఖర్చు కాకపోతే ఆ పైసలు ఏం చేస్తాం? విల్ స్పెండ్ మేబీ around 50 to 60% of the expenditure is going on this medical thing, right? So we can reduce that so that we can use that amount. Maybe mana కాకపోతే పిల్లల ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మీద వాడొచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఇన్సూరెన్స్ తీసుకోవచ్చు, like whatever. Everything is like interconnected. Same with water bodies as well. Okay, the article is all about this. Health benefits, economic benefits em untai? You have a greater park or maybe a very good water body in your area. Economic benefits em untai? Ade economy antane paisal kada. That interconnected money matters. Okay, next comes this city biodiversity index. ఈ సిటీ బయోడైవర్సిటీ ఇండెక్స్ అంటే దట్ ఈస్ అఫ్ కోర్స్ దిస్ విల్ టేక్ అరౌండ్ like 23 indicators into account. Based on those indicators, it will give you an index ranking to the cities. There are like 3 large parameters are there. One is like native biodiversity, because native biodiversity is different for different regions, different cities, right? One is native biodiversity. Next is ఈ నేటివ్ బయోడైవర్సిటీ నుంచి మనకి ఎకోసిస్టమ్ సర్వీసెస్ ఏముంటున్నాయి. అండ్ ద థర్డ్ వన్ ఈజ్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ గవర్నెన్స్ ఆఫ్ బయోడైవర్సిటీ, హౌ మచ్ వీఆర్ ప్రొటెక్టింగ్ దెమ్. ఈ 3 పారామీటర్స్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని వీల్ బి గెటింగ్ ది సిటీ బయోడైవర్సిటీ ఇండెక్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ కౌన్సిల్ ఆఫ్ లోకల్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఇనిషియేటివ్ ఏషియా. ఓకే, what happens if you are, of course you got some rank, some X rank from this particular index, what you will do? So based on that you need to have your local plan or maybe a framework to improve the biodiversity in your area, so that again that will go to the health and economic benefits for the people. Okay, got it right? Okay, that's it from my side. Anyone wants to add anything? Any questions from your side? Online students? How many of like at least attempting the 5 questions that you are getting on a daily basis? 5 MCQs మీకు వస్తున్నాయి కదా, you are taking that printouts, right? So try to attempt. Okay, that may not help you today, but tomorrow it will help. Same like this. ठीक है, థ్యాంక్ యూ గైస్, బాయ్ బాయ్. అందరు ఆన్సర్ రాసారా నిన్నటి క్వశ్చన్? ప్లీజ్ సబ్మిట్ ఇట్ యువర్ మెంటర్స్. ఎవరెవరు రాయలేదు? మీరు 2 క్వశ్చన్లు రాసి పట్టరండి, 2 పట్టరండి. ठीक है, थैंक यू.